I'm getting ready to open this and assemble it for my husband, 'cause I'm awesome. What's in the box? What's in the box, man? Oh my god. I shouldn't have skipped leg day. Oh, Kelly Clarkson. Hey, hey, we did it. Hey, 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 we did it. Whew. Full body workout? Check. Instrucciones in the box. Ooh. Ooh, assembly instructions. Assembly. Fancy. This is what we're gonna. Oh my. My husband's probably gonna have to pick me up a Starbucks for this. Very first page. Don't tighten screws completely at first, just in case parts were assembled wrong. Wrong? Starbucks is gonna have to be a venti. Step 1, I am looking for parts 14, 10, and 16. In true 2023 fashion, we have a broken part. It's not an imperfection, it's actually snapped in half at a weak point. So we have a part that will have to go back. I am not sure what part number this is yet. It is taller than 13, so I'm going to guess it might be like 14 or 10. It was laying right next to it in the boxing. You might owe me a Trenta. It's covered in all those little styrofoam little pieces. I've got to baby wipe everything off because everything's sticking to everything.
Podcast with Evan Carmichael.
There are so many. Ooh, I'm blacking the light. There are so many bags.
And we were talking with Shaquille, who is
of
the host,
parts
about the mental side of the entrepreneurial journey. How we set
Wish
goals,
me luck.
But also, I would have wanted during
in my furniture assembly, budget-friendly life, I've learned that when you're putting together furniture, to invest in these bad boys, these little felt pads, which I'm getting ready to put on these, even though I put on the leveling, because they're actually rough and they're going to scratch up my floor, such as over here. And no, these aren't scratches from this. But I've learned, if you basically don't want to have to replace stuff sooner rather than later, invest in things that will protect your floors. All right, step 2.
You don't find yourself until you get lost. That life is not
your piece is going to look like this,
or series of qualifications. It's an
with bolts that you connect down there.
Some corners are.
I am a firm believer in reading ahead in the instructions. Step 1, awesome. Step 2, we're putting in the base. But I know we're going to flip it back up. And the base, while on one side this is exactly centered, on the other side of this piece, it's off-centered. So I want to turn and look at step 3 and see when I turn it upright, what side of my board needs to be on what side of this unit. So I'm not assembling it backwards. So I have piece 17, which is perfectly centered on the bottom. And I'm going to tip it. And I'm going to see over here, I've got my left side. So I've got it set up ready, perfect to go when I'm putting it together. Most of the pieces that I was trying to assemble here, where I'm putting the letter I, they're hard. You've got to fight it to get in there. And then there were a couple that just went from here to like, whoop. So be careful, hold on tight, and quickly get this little itty bitty bolt in there. I've decided that in order to make step 4 easier, make sure you're assembling this front section first. If you can assemble this front section, then you've got this piece facing the correct direction. So a way to make that step easier, put the front piece in. If you can't put that front piece in, you've got to rotate it by spinning it like that. Sideways, counterclockwise, or clockwise. I guess it depends on what time zone you're in. I'm so funny. All right, we've completed all the way through step 7. And this is what it's starting to look like. Not bad. I'm I'm a short person, so I can't see the top of it. I'm sure it will get dusty.
Before they do. You have to believe it before they will. You have to be.
I'm going to attempt to try to do step 8 with this broken piece. Where on one side it looks fine, but the other side of the board is split.
Victimhood is becoming currency and blame is becoming the norm.
But we're going to at least attempt it. These larger pieces go into here.
When the clock is ticking,
and then these round pieces with the arrow need to go towards the ends in those holes.
I couldn't believe how strong.
Well, so far it fits. You can obviously see the broken part. Oh.
Just be comfortable again. And as my old coach would say in college, when we're doing wall sits or something,
I don't know though that I would put anything of any weight on here because this is just a little piece of thicker than paper, thinner than cardboard. So it's not really a weight-bearing shelf. And the final reveal. I did a pretty good job if I don't say so myself. The broken drawer part is over here on the, sorry, forgive me, the right side, if I can get my finger in the shot. Over here, I already told my husband that broken piece is on the inside. As these drawers are not built to be holding any true weight, we're just going to use it for transfers. He is part of Dadden and Baggin. It is a cornhole business, so he wanted to have these shelves built. So on this side, he can have his bags stored, the hooks for his hats, and the bar for all of his different Dadden and Baggin uniforms.